upset about something. He was just trying to calm him down, but his friend started hitting him.
I didn't love him continuing the fight anyway, but when you have the relationship that he and I have, and he's getting me on the phone, begging me for another fight, it's hard for me to turn him down, but after what I saw, AJ needs to focus on his personal life and get himself together. Listen, I don't want to sit here on TV and make AJ get apart because we all know AJ needs to get AJ needs to get what I saw in that video was sound.
Think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game
in January 2021, Ben was arrested on a DUI charge. A year prior to that, he was also investigated for another reckless driving incident where he had lost control of his vehicle. Fortunately, no serious injuries resulted, but these charges were seriously not enough. But once idolized Ben as an MMA legend, his legal troubles and public altercations were heartbreaking to witness. His repeated run-ins with the law painted a picture of a man struggling to find purpose after his fighting career. The lack of structure that once defined his training and competition seemed to have been replaced by reckless behavior, unchecked aggression, and substance abuse. While some pointed to potential CTE as a possible explanation for his erratic actions, a medical condition that BJ Penn completely labels hoax, others viewed Penn's decline as an unfortunate consequence of a fighter who had been surrounded by enablers, never held accountable, and ultimately unable to walk away from the normal life he ever known. Penn eventually did manage to find some sort of mission and purpose following his first career troubles. The once-known prodigy set his sights on a different kind of battle, politics.
Are you done fighting 100%? I'm done 100%. It was hard for me to get out after being in there for 20 years, and that's your identity. Yeah. And then I just started to try to be a father, try to be around more, and then all this stuff happened, and I find myself in here. But I do think all the blood, all the tears, all the sweat was to prepare me for this.
In 2022, Penn announced his candidacy for governor of Hawaii. Parts still
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go
running for office if this pandemic didn't happen. This is the start of the camel's back. I've always noticed the problems here with the economy, how anti-business they are.
You know you, and I know you wouldn't do this unless you really felt like there was a need to change. You're not like wants to run in government. You're a guy who just doesn't want to be fucked with and pushed around. You thought about doing anything else other than this governor thing?
I just want to raise my kids, and they're growing so fast. I just want to be around. Well, my mom now, she asked me to move in with her since my dad passed away. However, his lack of political experience made it difficult for him to gain traction in mainstream voters. Despite his name recognition and struggles in the Republican primary, finishing a distant second to Duke Ione, a former lieutenant governor with far more political experience.
Now, fair catch is
told me not to run because it's just a waste of walking right into crossfire.
The Raiders offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work.
AJ's contributions to the sport are undeniable. He's a pioneer of the...
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Vick. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm.
In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground now with Jones. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Third and long. In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That one a bit high, but it's complete. He's to the 15. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Steelers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach. And this one is blocked. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Raiders extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it. Here's Lewis. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. This is Lewis. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On the ground, it's Lewis. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's a run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Second down, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And And they turn it over on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Lewis. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapy, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like go.
20.
Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this 3rd quarter begins. Strong. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw, here's Vic. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Throwing is Mayfield. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Through the first half, it was clear this pass protection, this this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. Here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Vic. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Seahawks offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun.
Oh, shit.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The idea behind man coverage is you want to get up and challenge the receivers. Throw off the timing of the route and the quarterback's progression.
Oh.
It's a lot easier to play man coverage when you've got guys up front that can rush the passer, and you can see why.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away,
that's the NFL interception king, Paul Krause. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump. Makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he will score. Michael Vick, touchdown Las Vegas. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Raiders will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, a loose football. One of the Raiders has got it. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lewis. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd. Oh, they're on him in a flash. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And they will score again. This time it's the defense. And Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah. Seems like no. Their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one. To right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. First and 10. Now Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Mayfield to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing is Baker. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line.
Next to score, Raiders 35, Seahawks nothing.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. And they'll look to cash in following that block punt, as they're going to start with 1st and goal. Now a give up the middle. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. They'll go with him again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Raiders keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down is Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. throwing on second down. Mayfield.